Hi, my name's Michelle. I'm 36 years old. I've been very bad with my skincare regime and now looking to do some things to repair some of the damage.
So we'll just wash your face
And in terms of using peels for maintenance,
yes,
do you recommend
there's all
that?
kinds of peels really. I mean, what I'm going to do for you today is something called modified Jessner's, and this has different acids in it. So it has a little bit of something called resorcinol. This it has a peeling action. A little bit of lactic acid, which again has a peeling action, but it's also good for brows. And then you've got a little salicylic acid, which has a great impact on open pores. It has a slight drying action on the skin as well, which is good for the exfoliating. And the three in combination, work quite well for the kind of skin that you have, because you don't need major peeling because you haven't got lots of lines and wrinkles, but there's the skin tone and texture as well.
Yeah, it's really kind of dry and not.
The other thing that you could have had is maybe a milder TCA with something to address the pigmentation that we saw as well, which you kind of combine these as well, of course. You don't have to have the same peel every week. You kind of mix and match so that you really get to where you want to be. We talked earlier about glycolics, and those peels are around, and they'll be around for a long time to come, to be honest. But they're normally, those peels are the ones that you'd use for maintenance, because they are just keeping up the work that you've actually done with the slightly stronger peels.
And is there any type of skin that's better to have it? Is it dry skin or?
No, because there's a different peel for different skin types. Yeah, so there's a peel for oily skin, acne-prone skin that's actually got lots of open pores. There's one for lines and wrinkles. Pigmentation, of course, that's a big one. So whether it's the hands, the face, the neck, or the décolletage. And the neck and décolletage peel, this is where you burnt yourself, was it?
Yeah.
White mark, yeah. The neck and décolletage peel can be applied to anywhere where the skin is really thin. So if you've got a bald head or the hands, you could put it there. I'm just going to apply this now. And actually, does this white scar bother you?
It would be nice to not have it. I'm getting married in September, and there's how I'm going to cover it would be.
Have you tried any coverage?
No, I don't think there's anything you could do because it's white.
Well, you would be able to cover it for the day. So
yeah, I think
that's
makeup is a covering, but it's one of those things that's just quite nice not to.
Yeah, I mean the thing that you can do is consider something called micropigmentation, which is a technique that actually puts the colour back into it. It's a tattooing technique, but it's a medical tattooing technique. And so we use it for people who've had surgery and they've got white scars. If a client has had breast surgery, so you can create a nipple.
Yeah.
So this is like a white birthmark, and because birthmarks aren't always brown, so you want to try to make people as even as possible.
Yeah. And then how does that react when your skin slightly changes colour?
Well, that's the only thing. Yeah. If you go into the sun, that will remain the same colour, but I guess it doesn't tan now anyway.
No, it becomes even more prominent.
Yes. So I'm going to put the Jessner's peel on now, and again, you tell me how it's feeling. You can breathe.
Coughing over the
smell. No, I didn't prep your skin with anything to strip it because your skin is dry enough anyway. Don't need to. Yeah. So your heel is completely different. It will give almost like a little bit of matting effect to the skin, and that's the salicylic in it. Walking it into the hairline for you.
But does that mattify without drying?
Yes, no, it just mattifies because of the salicylic, and it's just telling me, actually, you're probably done. So I'm not rubbing this, I'm just applying layers. So
Yeah, it just tingles really.
yes, and that's exactly how it should be. What about the neck?
It just feels a little bit warm.
Okay. So, not as dramatic, but you can kind of look and see the kind of dulling kind of, you can see here it's like white, so it's not quite like icing sugar, but it just means that the salicylic has actually done its job. Has it stopped tingling now?
Yeah, it's tingling a little bit around my nose, but not much.
And then the chest is still the same?
Yeah.
Okay. That's great. So what I'll do is I'll just take it off around the nose, because that's a little area that it can sometimes sit in, because it's a natural little pocket. And you can just tell me how the rest of it is feeling in a minute. Sometimes it makes this reinvigorating and starts tingling again, so that's normal as well. Has it all kind of gone over?
Yeah, I think just the two little bits underneath my nostrils. And so aftercare with this kind of peel?
Just a moisturiser, keep it nice and moist, and an SPF.
Yeah.
You can wash your face tonight, you don't have to worry about avoiding that. It was just stronger peels that needed that. How does that feel?
Yeah, it feels really fresh actually. My skin feels really kind of zingy.
It's a bit of stimulation of the blood supply. And there we are.